Thanks for watching. This clip was from our live show exclusively on odds.com. To watch the full video, hit the link below and get paid in full. Let's move on to the Niners Saints. This is a tricky game, and we have the right guy to cap it with in Bebsy. Saints open up at -9 at Bet365. They're now -9.5. The leading indicator books have it at 10. Other books have moved it to 11. This total opened up at 51. It's going down. It's at 50. Leading indicator books have moved it to 49.5. And Birdie's saying, Birdie says, I see it differently. I see Seattle as the easy play here. The Rams just lost to Miami. Seattle is a darling this season. Okay. So he says that he likes the Rams. Okay. I want the Rams. I want the Rams. Maybe we'll bring it up again just before we close the show. Niners, New Orleans. Niners 4-5, 3-1 on the road. New Orleans 6-2, 3-1 at home. Niners coming off extra rest after their 34-17 loss at home to the Packers on Thursday night. The Niners became the first team since 1970, the 1970 merger, to play a game without its starting quarterback and 6 of its top 7 players in yards from scrimmage outside of the 1987 replacement player games. They were without Jimmy G, ankle injury, all-pro tight end George Kittle, running back Raheem Mostert. Now, Tevin Coleman doesn't fit in, but I thought I should add him. Deebo Samuel, hamstring. Brandon Ayuk, COVID. And then Trent Williams, COVID-19. And then if you want to just move away from that, Nick Bosa, knee. D Ford, back. Richard Sherman, calf. They lose cornerback Kwan Williams, ankle. They lose Tart to a toe injury. Nick Mullins, 22 of 35 for 291 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Richie James Jr. was the only bright spot, 9 catches for 184 yards and a TD. He entered the game with 295 yards in his first 32 games. Jerick McKinnon, 12 rushes for 52 yards. Let's start here, Bebsy. Is anyone coming back this week?
They're saying Mostert has a chance to play this week. They're saying Deebo has a chance to play this week. They opened the practice window for Sherman, but I would almost guarantee that he doesn't play this week. Tart is probably out. Kendrick Bourne, so the whole COVID thing was messed up. Kendrick Bourne tested positive. And then because of that, the close contact ruled out Deebo Samuel, who wasn't playing anyways, but Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams, which meant that they were down to like their 6th and 7th string receivers. And then he tested negative, which didn't change anything because it was too close to game time. And then he tested negative again so that everyone was like, well, all these guys sat out, didn't have to. And then the next day, yesterday, I believe, Kendrick Bourne has tested positive again. So I have no idea who's playing. So I can't even begin to cap this game because I have no clue who is playing. If all these guys play, if Deebo Samuel comes back, Raheem Mostert comes back, Trent Williams is playing, Brandon Ayuk is playing, then I'd bet San Fran to cover this total or this points spread that keeps going up and up and up. But I have no idea who's playing. There's nothing to even look at here right now because there's no idea who is going to be on the field for San Francisco.
Dennis is on the Niners here. I think Trent Williams, I guess, is in a bad way. So what I've heard is that he's 2 weeks away or something. But I don't have it inside info there. But I've heard it's not a good way. Dennis Garcia says Nola stock as high as it's been, time to go the other way. Saints coming off their 5th straight win, big 38-3 win in Tampa. Offense was extremely efficient. They have Thomas Sanders back in the lineup, scored on 5 of their first 6 possessions. If it wasn't for Jared Cook's fumble of the 2, they would have 6 of 6. They finished with 420 yards, 138 rushing. Drew Brees threw 2 touchdown passes in the opening quarter, then a third early in the second. Finished 26 of 32 for 222 yards, 4 TDs, 0 interceptions. 12 different players caught passes. And they're a healthy group coming in here. Birdie says way too many points here. Waiting till Sunday. This line keeps going up and up and up. Saints got a massive win last week. There's way too many points in my opinion.
I think worth waiting, especially if this keeps going up. People are super high on the Saints after that victory. But, again, who knows who's going to play? So this is a wait-and-see spot. But where are you getting the Trent Williams information?
I'd have to pull it up. Just so if I'm going to quote it and unquote it. So I'll pull it up. But as of like 4 or 5 days ago, I heard he was out for 4 weeks. That was their expectation.
But he doesn't have any injury.
No, it's COVID.
He doesn't have COVID.
Then why was he out for 2 weeks?
He was not out for 2 weeks. He was close contact with a guy who tested positive and then didn't test positive. So as far as I know,
pull this up right now. So you're saying he played 2 weeks ago?
He hasn't missed a game. He missed this Thursday because he was in contact with Kendrick Bourne.
Okay, let me just pull this information up. We'll move on to the next game, but I can pull up a couple different things here. Let me grab this here. Okay.
Yeah, there's zero news on new news on him.
You're right, because he played against the Seahawks, started against the Seahawks.
Yeah, he didn't play against Green Bay, but it was just because he was with that group of Debo, Ayuk, and him that were deemed unable to play because of contact tracing. And then Kendrick tested negative again, so they were all allowed to play, but now he's tested positive again.
Okay. I'll see if I can pull that up before the end of the show.
I mean, bottom line is there's no move to make right now anyways because we have no idea what guys are going to play and what guys aren't.
No, I feel you. All right, there we go. Niners, big dogs